right, here we are with typography. What is typography? Well, it gives a voice to written content. It increases or decreases readability. It gives content form and can shape a message. And it gives flow to the message. So for example, here you could see the word silly using different typefaces has a different meaning. Same here with danger. Which one here specifically comes across as danger? Which one gives more meaning to the word? Same here with by now. You could see that these have different meanings. Typography through the centuries looked a little bit like this. From the 14th to the 17th century, you could see we had Garamond, Baskerville, and Bookman, typefaces that were specifically old style and had serifs, which we'll get into momentarily. By the 1920s, we were looking at a typeface like Futura. It looks a little bit more futuristic, perhaps. And then by the 30s, we were looking at Times New Roman and Rockwell. Obviously, it looks like Times New Roman kind of was a little bit of a throwback to the 14th to the 17th century, but Rockwell, you could see, kind of had a little bit of a dirty 30s look. And by the 50s, we were looking at the famous Helvetica, a sans serif font. And the 1990s, we were looking at a little bit more of a digital style of typeface like Verdana. Obviously, there are a lot more typefaces in between these. These are just some basic examples. So a serif typeface is this. It has what are called serifs. These are serifs. A sans serif typeface doesn't have serifs. So it's a pretty straight, rigid looking, clean typeface. Now let's look a little bit at some basic typeface anatomy. So here we have the word typography using a serif style font. So you could see here, this is called a serif. This is called an ascender. Here we have a descender. This is called the baseline. This is the X height. And this is the cap height. Really, that's kind of the super 101 on typography. There's a lot more, and I can give you some resources and books later on in the section of this course. But for now, let's move onward and upward.